Sean's here now, too, right?
Yeah, I'm here. Yeah.
Hey, Sean. Well, the other Sean.
Sorry.
Sean Cyril. First of all, I guess, at least for Valerie and Sean, so this is Sean Woods here, who's interested in joining. It's not like a recorded meeting, but just to introduce you. I've talked to Sean on the phone before, and he's very interested. It's just we've had a hard time getting numbers.
Yeah, no, I'm looking forward to getting involved. My wife and daughter just moved to town in November, so
yeah.
I've served on the board. I currently serve on the board of a charity for Parkinson's disease, and
That's awesome.
something that I think I can do to get involved in the community. And do it.
So that would be great, and we definitely, even for this, we have a lot of things going on that we want to discuss, but we just had a lot of turnover, so we want to get into helping out the master planning steering committee with the economic side of things. However, we can help them out, specifically talking about different business districts and stuff. But since we're not a quorum, I won't get into all that. But so that's one big thing. But right now, the most immediate thing is the backyard bulletin, which is what we've done. I guess you, Sean, in the past. This will be our fourth, right, Sean? Basically, it's to get small businesses and there's a lot of small farms in the area, and even it's like the smallest of the small businesses in town, to get them out and to in more of a community event. And, it's definitely been great in town. I mean, last year, like I said, we've had 500 or 600 people for each event, so it's been really successful, and it's really highlighted the smallest businesses in town, which I think is kind of goes along with the feel of Bolton. Is lots of small craft businesses, whatever people's passion projects are. So it's been good. But it's getting pretty big. So we have 40 vendors for each event, 21st, 28th, and 11th. I think the biggest, so basically all the vendors are set. I have, I've started Facebook and social media advertisements. We got it in the paper. Let's see what else. But the biggest couple of things is, and Sean can attest to this, setting up was crazy with 30 people, because we kind of just said, oh, come up and we'll set it up however. So I think this year we definitely have to, and I think you said on the 21st, Sean Woods, I should say Woods is Cyril.
Last name's fine. You can just call me Woods.
Yeah, in college, everybody called themselves their last name. So. I think what we're going to do is assign spots. So we're going to have to go out. And you said Sean Woods on the 21st that you can help out in the morning.
Yeah, I'll be around until probably 11:30.
Yeah.
And I need to take off.
So I think if a group of us, me, Sean, maybe Amy or somebody, we can go out and organize. We need basically 40 spots, and I'll try to get some numbered flags if we can pre-number them, and then we'll assign people spots. So we could do that. We could walk in and see how we can, based on last year, organize it out. And then the other big thing is the parking lot. Basically, all of us that were, doing this were spent a whole time in the parking lot. So I think if we could get some cones or tape or something to organize that. But the big piece to it is I got Trinity Church. I talked to them, and they're on board with just having us send everybody over there. And they have a big parking lot, and they added onto it. And actually, they're going to have a spot there too. So there's a whole community section. I think the Master Steering Planning Committee is going to be there. The Bolton Fire volunteer group is going to be there. There's a few other community groups, so we'll put them in that area. But yeah, but I think we're going to need even more than a few of us. So I might put out some post or something if we can get Boy Scouts or High School Honor Society, somebody to help with directing traffic or people might be good, because it's only a few of us. I don't know, Sean, Cyril, you have any thoughts or comments?
I've got kids yelling.
No problem. It's a familiar sound.
Yeah. I mean, I think that makes sense.
Don't worry about it. It's my typical meetings.
Yep, the door's closed at least now.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
Yeah, I mean, we can do I guess we can do the spots. That will add, I guess, the amount of work that we have to do to like prep. But I think we can, I don't know, maybe easier just to like randomize it. I mean, if you want to do it by like the type of goods, it could just be a lot of, I guess, work to try to like, set that up.
Yeah, we don't have to do it by type. But I definitely didn't think we need to assign spots because people were getting, I don't know if you were around for some of the mornings, but people were getting pretty, it's coming to like, people are getting pretty intense about where they want to be. And I had this spot and this person's here now. So like our original thought was just to make it this organic thing where people set up shop, but it's getting too big. And people were coming earlier and like putting tables to save spots and clogging up paths and stuff. So
yeah, I mean, we could do it the night before, like the afternoon or evening before, like just to put the flags down and stuff. If that was better than trying to like do it right when people are arriving.
Yeah, I think like maybe I'd check Amazon or see if I could just get some like little numbered flags or something, like little foot-high flags, something. We had little flags last year, but we can get them numbered or something. Yeah, and then just so it could be easy. Just trying to make our morning easier. And then we just need to push everybody to the Trinity parking lot.
Is that just the vendors or like customers as well?
Customers. Well, what I've been saying is that, and I put this in the Bolton Independent, that if you're able to do a short walk, do it to save the parking lot of the common for, people who don't have as much mobility, a lot of older people who can't really do the walk or whatever. Just because it was chaotic. I mean, if one person parked wrong, like the whole thing was messed up.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah. But I mean, a lot the vendors, everybody in town, they're definitely so excited for it. So it's exciting. It's getting to be like when we first started out a few years ago. It was like, oh, just come and do this. It was really easy. It was like 15 people, 20 people, but it's getting big. It's getting to be known. So it's pretty good. I guess it's what we want, but it's getting harder to organize. I don't know. I mean, we can't talk about any of our agenda items. So do you want to plan to meet then? Did you want to just do it the Friday before? It's the 20th? Like meet like at 5 or something like that? 6? I don't know what time's good for you. On the common, we can meet on the common. Or another day. Another day would probably be okay too. Another day's better.
Normally it's just like after 7, I guess.
I'm fine. I'm fine after 7 too. I was just saying.
As long as it's light out, I guess.
Actually, 7's better for me anyway.
I can do that too.
Yeah, because I'm usually working. I just said 5 to make it easier, but as you can see, I'm still at work. So we can meet 7 on Friday the 20th at 7 to lay that out, and maybe I could get some like do not cross tape, because the other issue is that center line of the parking lot. People would mess that up, and then it would mess all of it up. And we have to make sure. I know we created like a pass around in the back, but people kept on backing in that. Then people would have to back out. It was chaos, basically, that parking lot. I don't know, Valerie, is there anything else we could talk about? I mean, we're sub-quorum, so I guess we could talk. We just can't have votes.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know that I'll be able to make the 20th at 7.
Yeah.
But I mean, if you're just trying to lay out the events.
Yeah, that's no big deal.
Yeah, I may go ahead and I don't think you typically are required to post for events like this, but I can go ahead because it's on it's on public property, so I can go ahead and post.
Well, we could just make sure what sub-quorum it is.
Yeah, right. So I can post it for the 20th at least.
Yeah, that's fine.
With just Backyard Bolton set up as the
Yeah, that's fine.
the work.
Is there anything else so that, I mean, this isn't an official meeting, but that you want to bring up or anything?
Yeah, I don't have anything else. I know that it looks like there's a question, but I don't know if we can really, because this isn't an official meeting.
It's not a meeting question.
Okay.
It's for Mr. Nyland, Chairman
Yeah.
Nyland.
Yeah.
Do
Hey,
you
Martha, how are
folks-
you? Haven't seen you in a while.
I know,
Are you-
you're looking good.
You too.
It's smaller. It's
Huh?
like you've lost so much.
Yeah.
weight. I
Yeah.
just got a question. Do you
Yeah.
folks not have to make an annual report in the annual report?
In
No.
like the warrant?
Yeah, well,
And the-
there's an annual report that we just published for 2020. And do you-
Was there not one in there?
no, and I looked in 2019 and I didn't see one. I thought, would they get away with not having an annual report?
No, that-
Critical
Um,
time. No, I just wondered, it's called Economic Development Committee, right?
Yeah, yeah.
It was
I know
just
that Erica has done it in the past, but maybe we fell off. I mean, so
Okay, all right, I was just
we
curious.
have made them. Valerie, maybe we could work on that. I could work on that with you for the last fiscal year.
It has a budget and it has a report portion.
Yeah,
Yeah,
do
those are
have
so
a
those are
budget.
typically due. Erica would have probably done it back in January. So
Yeah, we all have
Um,
to do our own and give them to her.
exactly,
Double time
yes.
here.
Yep. So if there wasn't one done for last year, I would say that's we can discuss whether that's a requirement of the committee or not. And I
I
would,
just wondered, I thought, wow.
yeah, yeah. If it turns out that we should be, I can submit one for in January for the year for this year, the 2020, because I think it goes by calendar year.
Well, it's not like you haven't been around for a while. I have all the annual reports. I'm going to look back before 2019 and see if you used to.
Yeah. Right.
I'll show you some.
Okay.
Yeah.
great.
Yeah.
I
I
know
know
we've
it's a
done them in
requirement
past
of.
some years.
Yeah.
Thanks so much.
Yeah, I am
Yeah.
familiar with them. I know it's a requirement for planning board and ZBA, so we'll see. All right.
But yeah,
Well-
so if other people were here to listen to other topics, I'm sorry, but we just don't have a quorum. Like I said,
So
it's,
I guess, sorry, go ahead.
good. No, you go.
It's hard to not interrupt on Zoom. I guess our next official scheduled EDC meeting would be the first Monday in September. Is that correct? But that would
That's
be
Labor
Labor
Day.
Day.
Yeah,
So should we then go to September 13?
yeah, that would be perfect.
Okay.
And then hopefully, so there were two other people interested, right?
One of those individuals has declined, and I am trying to follow up with the second to see if he's still interested as well.
Yeah, if we can get that person at that meeting as well, that would be great.
Yes.
And so that
exactly.
would mean, so we have 5. So that means that we would be at 7, which would Sean Woods and whoever that other person would be 7.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just, I mean, we were originally even a bigger number, but it's so hard to get people, people are so busy. I mean,
Yes,
it's a little
it
bit
is.
easier now on Zoom, but even not having to be in person, but we've always had, and so that's we've always had an issue with quorum. It's tough to get people's time.
Yeah.
Volunteer. So anyway, I'll be continuing to send out emails about Backyard Bolton and planning, and like Sean Wood, Sean Searle, if there's anything you can think of, like marketing, like if you have any ideas or anything, just, let me know, just send me an email. But I'll keep in touch with you guys about setup. I think I might try to contact, or maybe put a post on community, seeing if anybody could help volunteer, because definitely it would be good to have more people. It's tough.
Yeah.
It's tough to do it with just a couple of us.
Yeah.
Yeah, even just throwing it out to the Facebook group, I'm sure would get
Yeah.
just a few more bodies.
Yeah, it would be good to have, like, because we had, like, you know, if we could have somebody at the front directing people to Trinity Church, and then just people around to answer questions, you know, in general, you know, people asking, even like we had people like, oh, where could we go to a restaurant? Where could we go to that? You know, stuff like that. And the EDC has, you know, trifold brochures that we can hand out to people too, you know, to show where things are, because people are coming from regionally. They're not always in Bolton. So,
Do you have enough copies of those brochures?
yeah, I have a couple more packages.
Okay.
We're probably close to having to print some more out. We probably should take a look at it too, because I know, like, just for instance, the candle store isn't in there. You know, maybe we need to update it at some point in our next version of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's something we could look at too. We have the master files. Actually, like the Minuteman digital media, something like that. Like Rick, who recently left, his kid was in that program, and they actually worked on it for us for free. But we got the
Oh,
master
great.
files, so I don't know if we could do it, if we can go back to them or what, but they could definitely be updated. Anyway, just to have people around to answer questions would be good. But yeah, that's about it. Sorry, short meeting, but nothing can do about it, I guess. Amy had a birthday party, and Larry's bringing his kid to college, and Gwen just left. And all right, great.
All right. Well,
Thank
thank you
you.
all so much for your time.
Thanks. Bye.
Thanks.
All right. Bye.